All right, guys, we're working on an MTVR over here at the Couch Off-Road Engineering facility. We're building a custom hydraulic winch setup. We're just going to be using a worn, I think it's a 30,000 pound unit, but we're doing a PTO drive guy on this. That guy. This is going to get mounted behind the cab. So we're doing some subframe material right here. So it's pretty substantial, pretty heavy wall stuff. It's not as pretty as a lot of the things we like to do, but it's gonna be gotta be a little brawny. So before you do any of this work, there are some explicit instructions on preparing the cab so you don't damage anything when you do the welding on it. So it's on your door placard right there. And as you can see, there is a lot going on. And you just got to do all that stuff before you do any welding, otherwise you run the risk of damaging some expensive stuff. So our lead tech Nemo here is we're gonna kind of go through, he's gonna point out some of the stuff we had to undo. So first of all, we have the control module for the CTIS. That has to get undone. There's one, okay, we got that. And then we've also got our transmission control module. Hiding back in there, we only had to do that guy right through there. And Tony, what about this one? Was that just loose or what's that about?
That's loose.
Okay. All right, so you got that fella. And then all the way over here on our over by our diagnostic unit, would you have to undo that one, Tom?
This unit, this plug is on the back of the vehicle interface module right here.
Gotcha.
Behind the interface module is the transmission control module. There is 3 plugs that need to be undone. There is a safety lock on each of the plugs that go in that need to be removed.
Yeah, so don't break that with the safety lock. On that safety lock, do you actually pull it out, Tony, and then it goes in?
Here's the safety lock.
I know it's kind of hard to see, folks, but
right here. This red, the safety locks are red. You just pull them out. Then you push down the tab, and it releases.
Slick. Cool.
These are color coded, so you cannot get them confused.
Nice. And then I think we go. Now it's the
Right
outside
here.
of the truck, correct? Or is there more?
More.
Oh, good lord.
Right here is
Flashlight, folks.
another interface module. There is 2 connectors on it. Quarter inch drive. We'll remove these. This is your electronic flasher unit, and it's a simple weather pack connector. Disconnect that.
Gotcha. Now, so there's the transmission controls, some of the other stuff. It's all listed on there, folks, but there's a lot.
Underneath, I'll be on the other
Okay,
side.
sorry about the jumping around here. It's just a big truck. So let's see what we got going on under here.
12 volt 24 volt to 12 volt module. It's a simple connector on the top that needs to be disconnected.
Okay, nice. Is that the last one in the cab, Nemo?
That is the last one in the cab.
Okay, now, long way down. Trying to keep social distancing, and this is not easy, folks. So now, there's one under here, is that right?
This is your ABS module. There are 4 plugs, and they are color coded. To undo, they have a cap that snaps on, and these locks you slide side to side. They got a picture on them.
Got it.
So you could just remove them. and pull out your 4 plugs. Shut off your power before you do any of undoing of the modules. Disconnect your batteries, positive and negative terminals.
You see, we only got 2 of the batteries in right now. The rest will come in later, but just disconnect those terminals for sure.
The engine control module has 2 plugs. You may have to remove hydraulic lines, air lines out of the way to access the further back connector.
Yeah, and these look like they've got dielectric grease on them to help keep the corrosion down and hopefully promote connectivity between them. So those are probably the 2 most obvious on the whole truck, but they are kind of a pain to get to because the hose. There. Oh, good Lord. Let me see. I got another one. I see this disconnected from the CTIS control, right, Tony?
Yes, the valve body.
So on the valve body of the CTIS controller, also remove that?
Yes,
or
there is a Cannon plug. Remove the Cannon plug off of the side of the controller. And 1 weather pack connector for a sensor.
Got her.
There is another transmission interface control module.
Is it up there?
Is up here.
Oh, good
that
Lord.
Needs to be disconnected.
All right, folks, hold up.
Someone was nice and broke the connector.
Oh, Jesus, I can't even get up there. And I'm not fat, guys. I'm just kind of a gimp these days. Shit. Aha.
On all these control modules, it's extremely important to pull directly out. Don't pull at an angle. It'll spread the tiny pins and you'll cause a lot of intermittent problems with these modules.
And what module is that we're looking at?
This is the transmission interface module.
Copy. Okay. We go back downstairs, or is that the last of them?
Then we go over to the alternator.
Oh, Jesus. Can I see from the top? Or do I gotta go?
There's 2 Cannon connectors for your regulator. Disconnect it and remove the positive output cable.
Got it. All right, and is that the last?
That is it.
Okay. So thank you, Oshkosh, for making what should be such an easy job. Not easy, but at least it states everything that you need to on a door placard, which is better than many manufacturers out there. So pay attention to that one, guys. Those modules are not inexpensive, and you could do a lot of damage by just doing a quick weld. Like, we won't even tack weld on the truck. How these things are supposed to be EMP shielded is interesting, that if they're that susceptible to weld current, but you know, that's not my forte to understand that stuff, but it still makes me a little nervous. So all right, good luck.